Consider the following experiment. Step 1. Flip a fair coin twice. Step 2. If the outcomes are tails, heads, then output Y and stop. Step 3. If the outcomes are either heads or heads tails, then output N and stop. Step 4. If the outcomes are tails, then go to step 1. The probability that the output of the experiment is Y is dash. So this is a question from probability theory. Here they have given an experiment in these following steps given here. So they are saying we are flipping a coin twice, and if the outcome is tails, heads, then we'll output Y. If the outcome is heads or heads tail, then we'll output N. And if the outcomes are tails, then we'll repeat the experiment again. So if the outcomes are tails, heads tail, or heads, we'll be printing yes or no and then Y or N, and then we'll be stopping the experiment there. But if the outcomes are tails, then we'll be going to step 1 again, that is we'll be repeating the experiment again. So let's find out the probability of each of the outcome in the experiment. So tails heads is one of the outcomes, heads tails, heads tail tails. Now they are given it's a fair coin, right? So each of these outcome will be having a probability of 1/4 associated with it. Each of the outcomes are a key probable, so it has a 1/4 probability for each of those. So if tails head appears, then we'll be printing Y. If heads tail or heads is appearing, then we'll be printing N. And if tails is appearing, then we'll be repeating again. So in the question they have asked us what is the probability that the output of the experiment is Y. Now probability that the output of the experiment is Y is same as the probability that we'll be printing Y in the first step, plus the probability that we'll be printing Y in the second step, plus the probability that we'll be printing Y in the third step, etc, etc. So for an output Y to appear, we can either print Y in the first step itself, we get Y, we get tail head and we print Y, or we get a repeat, this part, repeat outcome, and then in the second trial we get Y, or we get a repeat first, and second time also we get repeat, and the third time we get Y. Similarly we can keep on doing it like that. So the sum of all those will be the probability that the outcome is Y. Now probability that it is Y in the first step is tail set, that is 1/4. Probability it is Y in the second step is we get repeat in the first step and we get Y in the second step, that is 1/4, which is the repeat outcome, into 1/4, which is the print Y outcome. Similarly 3 times, that is we get repeat 2 times, that is 1/4 into 1/4, and the third time we get output Y, that is 1/4. So this is nothing but the geometric series 1/4 plus 1/4 square plus 1/4 cube, etc. That is same as geometric series A plus RA plus R square A, etc. Now the sum of this series will be A by 1 minus R, since R is less than 1. So I have rewritten that here. This is the sum of the series is A by 1 minus R. A was 1/4, R also was 1/4. Now that's equal to 1/4 divided by 3/4, that is 1/4 into 4/3, that is 1/3. So for the question the answer is 1/3 or 0.33. That's the answer here.